The first one is that despite what Richtar says, which was that the appointor is highly critically important, that's not actually the law. Okay, the Richtar has been rebutted, and so therefore we would argue that in the ordinary course it does not matter who the appointor is. Now, as with all trust cases, I would argue, there is an exception to that general rule. And the exception to that general rule is do not set your client up to fail unnecessarily. So you want to have two other things on your list when you're looking at the appointor, we would argue, at a bare minimum. Number one, make sure that embedded into the trust instrument, there is an automatic disqualification of the appointor if they commit any act that allows a court to look at the act. Unfortunately, I'm sounding like a real lawyer there, but by crafting the provision in that way, you do a couple of things. Firstly, that's the rules of the game before the thing started. So it's almost impossible for anyone to argue that that was some sort of strategy because it was there from the very start. The second thing is that if any court comes in, whether it be the bankruptcy court, the family court, any other situation comes in, before they come in, the deed self-executes and makes sure that the appointor is actually automatically removed. So that's the second one. The third one is just think about who you actually want to have as your appointor. Okay, and maybe it isn't the smartest thing to have the at-risk individual, not because of itself it's going to cause the trust assets to be exposed, but why even raise the question when you can actually avoid the issue? Now, I deliberately left that third one till last. The one thing I would flag on that is that can be a lot easier said than done. Okay, you need someone that the appointor has the ability to hire and fire the trustee in their complete discretion. You need someone that you can completely trust in order to deliver that role in a way that actually is going to align with what the people behind the trust are actually striving for.